You hear that? Barb, he's going out to weed the garden after this.
No, he's sending me.
If your cat lets him do yoga. They're such lovies. Okay, go ahead and everybody lie down on your back. Some of you are already there. Some of you are halfway there. If you have your strap or strap-like item, have it nearby. If you don't have one, you might want to have one during this class. We're going to try to progress toward dancer pose or some variation of dancer pose. So for some of the stretches and things, be nice to have a strap. It's never mandatory at this point because, you know, but here's your heads up. It's only 9:02, so you have time. It could be a belt. It could be a dog leash. It could be a cat leash. I don't know. Anyway, and then just find your comfortable supine position. Anything with the arms and the legs. You all know me. Welcome back, Abba. Now we have a smaller group, so I notice when you miss a week for sure. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna join you on my back and just take a couple breaths. I'm gonna actually mute you before I join you. Even though I wish I could get feedback during class, but it won't work. It's kind of sad to me when I put you guys all on mute. I like to hear sounds and responses, comments, but those days will come back at some point. And just let these first few minutes be a time to check in. No specific efforting going on, just letting yourself melt down towards your mat. The only effort here is to release the effort and just start to breathe a little deeper, a little more evenly and smoothly. And then as we move through practice, just, you know, continue to be aware of your breath. And, you know, you don't have a person standing next to you breathing, and you can't even, we don't even have it on, you know, everybody's muted, so you can't hear other people breathe except me. And well, my breathing might get a little heavy between the talking and the practicing and all of that. But just know that your breath is there for you. It's what helps guide you in and out of the poses. You wouldn't have the postures without the breath. And after your next exhale, just gently draw your knees in, just bend your knees and roll to your right side in a fetal pose type position. So fetal pose on your right side, just rest your head on your right arm, on your right bicep, and just find a comfortable little fetal pose. And stretch your left arm up to the sky. So you might have to watch on the first side. This is probably the most quirky thing I'm going to do all day. So just so you know, get it over with. Use your elbow. Take the back of your hand to your mid back, like the base of your shoulder blades. Walk it up as much as you can get it, while still pointing the left elbow to the sky. And then we're going to roll back onto our back. So your palm will be flat down to the mat. Your right arm can start to reach up over your head. Your knees will still be bent, kind of like bridge, and then settle into this little shoulder opener for the left side. So your right arm is over your head now, could be super soft and bent at the elbow. Your left elbow is pointing out to the left. Each time you breathe, feel that little press down into the back of your hands. You can really feel the breath in the back body. Knees can be bent, or if you wanted a Supine Gomukhasana, you could try that. If you didn't do that earlier, if you want to do it again. And we'll take a few breaths here. So to go to Shavasana, which is dancer's pose, which I think most of you have done. It's a standing balance where one knee's bent and then you reach back for that back foot, and it's a really pretty shape. You need to have fairly open shoulders, open hip flexors, little back bend prep. So we're going to try to do a little bit of all of that before we do the dancer pose. One more inhale. Exhale, release your left arm and just stretch both arms up and over your head for a moment. And then roll to your other side. So just gentle roll over to the left into fetal pose. Again, same setup, resting on your left hand or your left arm. Reach your right arm straight up to the sky. Flip your palm toward whatever's behind you. Bend the elbow, and then back of the palm kind of walks up your back, and then we roll over. So gently roll over. Your palm will be flat, your right elbow will be out to the side. Your left arm gently releases up over your head. Nice job, you guys, from what I can see. Some of you I can see, some of you I can't see. That happens during Zoom classes. Couple more breaths. Again, just feeling the breath, especially as you exhale in your back body. Soften the right shoulder, right elbow down to the mat. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Stretch your right arm up and over your head. Reach long. And then as you're ready, gather both knees in. Bring one hand to each kneecap and just draw some little circles. Loosen up through the hips. You guys, yeah. And then hug both knees in, stretch both legs up to the sky. Point and flex your feet a couple times. Just locate where your strap is. You might want it in a minute. Give the ankle some circles. And then set your left foot back down on the mat. We're going to stretch the extended leg. So if you want to use your strap, you can swing it up and around the top of your right foot. Supine Gomukhasana, around the ball of the foot rather than the arch of the foot. Again, if you don't have a strap or you don't want to use the strap, you can hold on to the leg at any point where you're comfortable. And then you can keep the left knee bent or extend the left leg long. If you extend the left leg out, just take a quick look and make sure your left toes are still facing up to the ceiling, not flopping out to the left. And then we'll stay here for a few breaths, just slowly getting into the hamstring stretch. Keep those nice, long, soft, smooth breaths. Keep your shoulders down best you can. I usually grip a little lower on my strap so my shoulder will stay down, but to reach way up. You know your shoulders. Nice, everybody. Maybe try to pull it in a little closer on your next exhale. Keep sending your right hip forward. And then if you're using your strap, bring both pieces of your strap into your right hand. If you're not using your strap, bring your leg into your right hand. Hold your left hand down with your hip and open out to the right. Again, just try to keep those left toes pointing toward the ceiling. As much or as little as your leg wants to go, and if you need to bend your knee, bend your knee. Draw your toes up toward your shoulders. Keep going with the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly draw the leg up to center. Oh, I feel like I'm dragging it, but okay. You can keep your strap or lose your strap. We're gonna take a twist to the right. So you can shift your hips a little to the left if you wanna keep your strap, if that feels good. Maybe your leg doesn't go as far as it normally does. You wanna lose your strap and bend your knee and take a traditional twist, that's good too. Just because the twist feels so good in the morning. Couple more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind, come back up through center. And we'll switch sides. So release the strap from the right foot if it's still there. Hug the left knee in and strap around the left leg. Or just holding on. And then again, just decide what you want to do with your right leg. You can keep it bent, you can stretch it straight. If it's straight, think of Tadasana foot, like so think of that's your standing leg in a standing balance. How would you want your foot to be facing? It doesn't have to be the same thing you did on the first side, right? This side might feel better bent. For me, it feels better when I bend my right knee. My more sensitive leg. And each exhale, guide that left leg in a little closer. Keep sending the left hip toward the front of the room. And then after your next exhale, switch your strap all into your left hand. Right hand can come up to your right hip or just right alongside your right side. And then open left leg out to the left. And again, a little or a lot. Knee could be bent. You could lose the strap at any time. Try to keep the right hip down so we're not rolling onto our left side. And that might mean the left leg has to be a little higher than you want it to be. Just a few more breaths here. I'm gonna check on my right toes because they keep wanting to go out to the right. One more inhale. And exhale, guide your left leg back up to center. And then we'll slowly take a twist toward the right. Again, you can let the hips move a little to the left. And then with or without the strap, left leg over to the right. And again, try it out. If you went with the strap and you like it, stay. If you don't like it, let go at any time. Keep thinking about your top hip, your left hip moving forward. I feel like I'm almost ready for Shavasana, so I gotta get us going. Take an inhale. And exhale. This 9 o'clock is so early. Back up to center, release your strap. Hug your knees in, especially when it's gloomy outside. Take a few easy rock and rolls up and down on your spine. Make your way to hands and knees. Tabletop. And we'll take a few cat-cows together. So just spreading your fingers, you guys know, wrist creases on the same line. You can turn your hands slightly out more than in, rather than in, right? Index or middle finger pointing forward. Inhaling for cow and exhale for cat. And feel free to take any other variations if you like to turn your fingers around and get more of a wrist stretch. You just need a few stretches side to side or hip circles. You need a little combo plate. Take one more full round. And then meet yourself in the middle. So in between cat and cow, flat back, fingers facing forward. Find that core engagement and stretch your right leg back in line with your right hip. So I'm going to drop that right hip toward the mat, kick back through the right foot like you're standing on the wall behind you. Draw your belly button in and then add the left arm alongside your left ear. So basic bird dog cross diagonal balance. We're here. Keep your left arm just reaching forward like this, thumb up like you're reaching out to shake someone's hand. Draw your belly button in and then curl your right heel towards your butt. And you can point or flex your feet, whatever feels right, and then extend it long. So we're just like doing a little hamstring curl. Curl your right heel in and extend it long. Nothing's going on with the left arm, just out there. Pull it in for extra core. Reach it out. Warming up the hamstring, bend it in. Reach it out. So those Supine Gomukhasana that we were doing on our back stretches the hamstring, and this is more of a strengthener. Squeeze it in. Reach it out. Do one more. Reach it in. Lengthen it out. And then this time, bend your right knee in, reach back with your left hand, find the right foot, and then hold in this stretch. So peeling the left shoulder open, getting that right thigh up high. If you can't reach your hand, if you can't reach your foot, just reach for it or use the strap. Stay for 4, 3, other opportunities to do this stretch. 2, 1, I'm telling you now. Release, release, hand comes down, knee comes down. Inhale your right arm, the one that's probably a little tighter, up to the sky. And exhale, thread your right arm under and through. Take a shoulder stretch for that right arm. Come up onto your left fingers. And again, from here, any variations that you know and love, you can stay just like this, peeking under your left arm. You can walk your left fingers forward and more toward the top right corner of your mat. Right, like you would want to roll all the way back onto your back. Stay for a couple more breaths. Press your right fingernails down toward the mat. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind. Bring that left hand back in, press into the left hand, unthread the right. Come back into an even tabletop. And we'll do the other side. So stretching the left leg back and lifting it up to hip height. Kicking back through the left heel like it was standing on the wall behind you. Stretch your right arm out in front of you, find your balance. Keep lifting your belly up and in. Keep your right arm as high as you can get it by your ear. And then from here, we'll take those hamstring curls with the left leg. So left heel comes towards your butt. And then kick out through your left heel, get long. Again, keep your left thigh as high as you can while you do this. Try not to let it flare out to the left. We're gonna do a few more. Keep drawing your belly button in. Keep breathing. Probably inhale as you curl. Exhale. No, it'd be inhale to extend. Exhale to curl. Whichever works for you. In yoga, I think as long as you're breathing, it's okay. Let's do two more. Don't tell anybody I just said that if I get so. Okay, this time hold your curl, pull that left heel in, reach back with your right hand, and then find a little deeper stretch. Keep lifting the left thigh, peeling the right shoulder open. I feel fur underneath me. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. As quick as he comes to me, he leaves. Come back to all fours, and we'll stretch the left shoulder. Inhaling, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, sweep it under. Settle in. Come onto right fingertips and peek under your right arm. Soften your left shoulder away from your ear. And breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, press into your right hand, unthread your left, and then find your way to downward facing dog. If you need to pass through a quick child's pose or anything like that, you can. We'll meet in down dog. And taking a moment to settle in, take a nice long down dog, check your hands, make sure they're set up, wrist creases on the same line, fingers spread. Squeezing thumb to thumb, but then wrapping your upper arms back. Ears are between your biceps. Low belly up and in. Inner thighs lifting up and back. Heels rooting down. On your next exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Just take a Uttanasana here without your arms really efforting. So you can hold opposite elbows. You can bring your hands lightly behind your head or even behind your back if you like that extra shoulder stretch already. Try to tip a little more weight toward the front of your feet, even if that means softening your knees. And then release your hands to touch your mat or your shins. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold in. Again, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, rise, reach all the way up. Nice, Donna. Good, Ellen. Exhale, hands to your heart. Those are some nice big inhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself forward. Come back to plank pose. Come to plank pose. Come to plank. I was going to come to down dog first, but let's just come to plank. And then shift forward to your tippy toes. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly, knees up or knees down. Take your hands as wide as your mat or even onto your floor. Click all 10 toenails down and we'll take 4 wide cobras. Inhale, lifting up. So starting to find those back bends. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, really press your toenails into the mat as you lift up. And exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, big wide cobra. Nice, lacy, good bob and barb. Nice your cardio. Lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, broaden across those collarbones. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands back in alongside your ribcage. Tuck your toes, either come straight up to plank or to all fours and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step forward, Anjaneyasana. Left knee comes down, both arms sweep up. And then we sink forward a little bit off of the left kneecap. Good, everybody. So you're starting to feel a stretch in your left hip flexor. As you press your right heel into the mat and hug it back, maybe it's a little right hamstring. And then bring your palms to touch. Bend your elbows, take your thumbs to the back of your neck. Squeeze your elbows in, hug your armpits in, and take a little back. So as you lean back, keep the bend in the right knee. Keep lifting through the heart. Stay for 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2. It's hard to breathe and talk. 1. I guess we all do it every day. Release your hands to the mat. Straighten out through both legs. So lifting the back knee, straightening both legs and fall. Getting a nice stretch in this long pyramid shape. Hug your right hip back. Press your right big toe down and toward the midline. Couple more breaths. Inhale, gaze forward. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Come to feet hip distance and parallel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Bend your right hand, your right elbow. Tap yourself on the back. And just take your left hand to your right elbow. So just staying in this half of a Gomukhasana stretch, your head is pressing back into your arm. Draw your belly in and your inner thighs back, and then take a side bend to your left. Just draw that right elbow over toward the left. You want to gaze slightly down toward the left foot. You can stay here for 4. Keep pressing evenly through your feet. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back up to center, both arms up to the sky. I'll do the other side. Bending the left elbow, tuck it in there, try to press your head back into your arm. Take an inhale and exhale to your right. So Pressing evenly through the feet, maybe a little bit more toward the inside edges of your feet. A big side stretch for your left side. Inhale, bring it back up to center, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place your hands, step back plank. Take your time, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Got your heads poke up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps forward by the left thumb. Right knee comes down. Anjaneyasana on your inhale. So now stretching the left hip flexor, or the right hip flexor and the left hamstring. Belly back and in, get a little more length. Good, Donna. Then bring your hands behind your, press your hands together. So don't clasp your fingers, just press them. Bend your elbows, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, find your back bend. So any amount, using your arms to support your head a little bit. Keep leaning forward at the same time as you're leaning back for 4. Soften your elbows down, try to hug your armpits in. 3, 2, good on. 1, nice Julie, inhale, release the arms. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten both legs and fold. And adjust the distance between your feet, or just stay nice and long. Right, so dual action in your left leg, your left hip is drawing back. At the same time, your left big toe is staying rooted and maybe pressing a little more toward the midline. Shoulders relax. Inhale, gaze forward. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms this time and take a back bend. So just going for like a nice, easy back bend, looking up toward the sky. Leaning back, feet pressing down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, soften your knees and fold. Clasp your hands behind your back. Stretch your knuckles up and over. A couple of breaths here. Keep rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Keep tipping your weight toward the front of your feet. And then release your hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or floated back, vinyasa of your choice. As long as you're using your breath, moving slow with alignment. Okay, so from this downward facing dog, we're gonna move through Surya C, which is just one breath to movement with Anjaneyasana. So we just did Anjaney, so you guys should have it. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, left knee down. One big inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. On your exhale, cactus your arms and take a back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, clasp behind. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg back. Set your right knee down. Inhale, Anjaney. Exhale, hands to the mat, flow through a vinyasa, step back plank, lower, inhale, and exhale. From down dog, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward, right knee comes down. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, Uttanasana, step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, clasp behind. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your left leg back. Set your left knee down. Anjane on an inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Take a couple of breaths here in down dog, and then we're going to go through one more time. Just like that. Okay, ready, set. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus arm back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold with the clasp. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg steps back. Right knee comes down. Anjane on an inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Give you guys nice, Ellen. From down dog, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, Anjane, big stretch. Exhale, Uttanasana, step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold with the clasp. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg steps back. Inhale, Anjane. Exhale, vinyasa. Should be nice and warm now. So leave that down dog for an extra couple breaths. Inhale, high up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step, step, or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, forehead to shins. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, here we go. Chair pose. Sit low, reach high. We'll hold this first chair just for a couple of breaths. So arms are alongside your ears. You could even press them together. You can make them wider if your shoulders are tight. Keep your butt moving back and down. Draw your belly button in. Even squeeze the sides of your butt. So good, Dawn. Nice, Julie. Oh, there's two kitties. Take an inhale. Good, Vera. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, Ricardo. Nice, Alba. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky and open up through your right hip. So arms stay super strong and straight, squeezing thumb to thumb. No bent elbows. Can bend your top knee, and kick your heel to your butt. Lift a little higher through the outside edge of your right glute. And then inhale, level off your hips. Exhale, step forward. We're coming to warrior two. Have your strap handy. You may or may not want to use it. We're going to take warrior two with Gomukhasana arms. So if you don't know what that means just by saying Gomukhasana, because it's like fancy Sanskrit, you're gonna use your strap. You can throw it kind of over your left shoulder. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Bend your right elbow, pat yourself on the back like you did earlier. And then your left arm, hand flips, and it comes behind your back and looks for your right hand. Right, so if it can't find your right hand, then maybe it finds the strap, right? So like that. If you don't have the strap, maybe it finds a piece of your shirt. Maybe your fingers touch and that's awesome. Good, and we're just gonna stay here for a few breaths, drawing the right shoulder back. Good job, everybody, with your straps. Press your head back into your top arm, sit a little deeper. Keep pressing your right knee open and your left thigh back. So I'm going to give you the option. You can stay in warrior two, or just take a little reverse warrior with the Gomukhasana arms, leaning back, keeping the arms in this position. Stay for 4 wherever you are. 3, 2, 1. If you're reversed, come up to center. Release the arms, lose the strap. Keep it nearby for side 2. Stretch your arms out. Lengthen through your right leg for triangle pose. So if you're using a block, find it. Right hand down to the block or just to the outside of your right leg or your shin. And then peeling open. So one nice long line between your arms. Shoulders moving back, belly drawing in. You have to let your head clunk down like that. Good. Let me see what you guys got going. Nice poses, everybody. Good triangles. Stay for 4. Keep scooping the right side of your butt under. Good job, everybody. 3. Nice using your blocks. 2. 1, inhale, find your way back up into warrior 2. And exhale through a vinyasa. Hands to the mat, step back. Like always, vinyasas are optional. If you need to skip out a chaturanga, if you need to add an extra chaturanga, that's always fine too. Inhale, lift your left leg and open through your hip. And then just take a moment here, you can drop your left heel toward your butt. Feel the lift come from your left glute more than your knee. Straighten out those elbows, especially the right one wants to bend. And inhale, level off your hips. On an exhale, step your left foot forward. Grab your strap if you're going to want it for the arms and come up into warrior 2. And make enough room between your feet. Find your warrior 2 footing first. And you can bring that strap over your right shoulder. Reach both arms full. Reach your left arm up. Bend your left hand behind your back. Like you're patting yourself on the back. Glide that right hand up your back. Maybe your fingers find each other. Maybe you use your strap. Maybe your fingers find each other, but you're more comfortable using your strap. Keep pulling the back shoulder, the right shoulder back. Keep leaning your head into the left arm. Sit a little deeper. Draw your belly button in. Stay with torso over hips in warrior two, or take a little reverse. Probably won't be as deep as you're used to because you have the strap with a big shoulder stretch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Release your strap. Straighten out through your left leg. Set up for a triangle. And really root your back foot into the mat and engage through your thighs as you lengthen. And then settle into your pose. Let it just be a big chest opening without being a back bend. Draw your left hip under and your right side back. Good, everybody. Beautiful. Julie, keep breathing. Good, Vera. If you're using your shin, just be light for 4, 3. Ellen and Donna, I think you have the same pants on. 2. When does that happen? No. 1. Inhale, come up to warrior 2. And exhale. Bring both hands down to the mat. Flow through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. And then we'll pause in down dog for just a couple of breaths. If you need a child's pose, take a child's pose. And then everybody just come back into down dog if you moved out of it. Inhale, shift forward to plank. And come down onto your forearms, find a forearm plank. So your shoulders are over your elbows and your elbows are in line with your wrists. Your fingers are spread. You're squeezing your thumbs in toward each other. You're pulling your elbows toward your toes and your toes toward your elbows. Belly is in for 4, 3, 2. Last inhale. Exhale down into Sphinx Pose. Come on up, down. Release the tops of your feet. Pull your heart through here. So again, another back bend, just like Cobra. Collarbones broad. Press the tops of the feet down so much the knees lift up a little. Low belly engaged. One more inhale. Exhale. Okay, from here we're going to go to Ardha which is Quadricep Stretch. So we're just going to stay here in Sphinx, but cross your left forearm a little more in front of you rather than just straight forward. Bend your right knee. If you want to use your strap, you could lasso your foot with the strap. If not, you're going to reach your right arm back. Yeah, you got it, Donna. Try to go for the big toe side of your foot so you have a little more external rotation in your arm. So yeah, the inside edge. And then press your forearm into the mat to get a little more lift in your chest. It's okay to smile even though it's not super fun. If you can curl your fingers over your toes, you could do that. And then stay here. I guess if you wanted to, I don't want to give you too many layers, but if you need more, you can straighten out through your left arm. So either rooting the forearm down or pressing the hand down for 4, belly in, 3, 2, 1, release. Just take a moment, let your head come to your hands before we do the other side. Okay, let's do the other side before we get too comfy. Oh, there's my coffee pot whistling. Okay, right arm crosses in front. Bend your left knee. And then your left arm's gonna reach back, externally rotated, so thumb to the sky. You go find the big toe side of your foot and hug it in. So either staying here, just kind of rooting down through your forearm, lifting your chest, keep your chest facing forward rather than to the left. And then decide, maybe straightening out the front arm, clicking the right toenails down, anything you can do to resist. For 4, pressing your foot into your hand if you have this foot grip. 3, 2, Bob, you can even just bend your knee and try to lift your thigh up off the mat, like one at a time. I see your feet. Okay, release. Right, so what I was saying to him a second ago is you can even just bend your knee and try to get your thigh to lift. That would be a good exercise. Okay, let's find our way back to downward facing dog, either through tabletop or all fours. Well, tabletop is all fours, or plank and downward facing dog. Inhale, high up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Where is my time going? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place your hands, step or float it back through a vinyasa. Gonna get y'all into dancer pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing doggy. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step forward for warrior 1. So step your right foot forward a little bit right of center. Spin your left heel flat and rise up, warrior 1. And then take a moment to try to square your hips to the front of the room. Oh, that's better. That ponytail was making me crazy. Arms to the sky. Really root your back foot, your left foot down, so your left leg super strong and straight. Your right knee is bending. And then clasp your hands behind your back. Bring your right thumb on top, just so we'll do both sides. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, and exhale, lift your heart. Find a back bend here. Good, so heart is lifting. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, humble warrior. Keep your clasp, forward fold. Knuckles up and over. Let the head and neck go, and just keep hugging the right hip back, but at the same time pressing the right big toe down. Left leg is still strong. Stay for 4. If you can bend the right knee anymore, bend it, but then hug the hip back. 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the mat, to the inside of your right foot, and we'll come into a lizard lunge. So set your left knee down. If you want to lower onto your forearms, you can lower onto your forearms. You can take your version of lizard for a few breaths. And then we're gonna come back to that hip flexor quadricep stretch. So enjoy this. Okay, so press back up onto your hands. Make sure your right foot is facing forward. I'm gonna give you guys 2 options, and you can use your strap also. You could either go same hand to foot or opposite hand. If you're going opposite hand to foot, left hand would stay down, right arm's gonna reach back, and you're gonna grab the pinky edge of your left foot with your right hand. So think externally rotated shoulder. You want to do same hand to foot. You can climb up onto your thigh. Right hand stays on your thigh, left knee bends. Same thing, externally rotated shoulder. You find the big toe side. So whichever one sounds like fun today. I know we've done a lot of these, but hopefully I'll help you do your best dancer pose ever. Stay here for 4. You can also loop a strap around your foot. 3, 2, 1. Release, let it go. Step back to plank and pause. And then everybody lower just all the way down to your belly. It can be a loose chaturanga. Release your forehead to the mat. Clasp your hands behind your back. Shavasana, locust pose. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your torso. Find that. Really engage your low belly. And then lift your feet if you want. Keep your excuse me, gaze down and forward. Keep lengthening your knuckles back. Keep squeezing your legs in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Slowly find your way back to downward facing dog, and we'll take the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Step forward, warrior 1. Again, just find your footing, your foundation. Got to draw the left hip back and the right hip forward without forcing. Root the right leg down so it's not bending, it's nice and straight. And then if your arms aren't already up, inhale your arms up. And clasp behind your back, left thumb on top. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lean back and pause in your back bend. Keep bending the left knee. Inhale, bring your torso up through center. Good. Exhale into your humble warrior. Make sure you have enough space left to right with your feet. I just felt like I had to hop my right foot to the right a notch. If you're folded to the inside of your left knee, then really hug that left knee in against your shoulder. Let your head go. Keep drawing your low belly in. Engage your right thigh for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Come into a lizard pose of your choice. You can drop the back knee and come onto your forearms. Take a couple breaths. Okay, so from here, come back up onto your hands. Make sure that your left foot is facing forward, and then decide if you're going for the opposite hand to foot or same hand to foot. So either right hand stays down, left arm reaches back, finds the pinky side of the foot, or you come up, you prop yourself up with your left hand, you bend your right knee, and you try to find the big toe side. So we're just trying to keep the shoulder open. Nice, Lacey. Nice. You're gonna stay for 4. Keep lifting your torso off of that front thigh. 3. Really good, Ricardo. 2. And 1. Let it go. Again, just step back to plank and then ease yourself back down onto your belly. 1 more back bend. Okay, so from here, either Shavasana, which we did the first round, you could do that again, or Dhanurasana, bow pose, bending your knees, Reaching back for your feet or your ankles. Go probably for the outside. Inside's kind of fun, but you have to have open shoulders. Press your feet into your hands and your hand into your feet. Lift. So Dhanurasana versus Urdhva Dhanurasana, right? That's what we think of as a back bend, upward facing bow, Urdhva. This is just Dhanurasana. Stay for 4. Try not to let your knees flare out. 3, 2, 1. Release. Let it go. Release your forehead down onto your hands. Take what you need if you want to bend your knees and take a few easy windshield wipers or just wag your tail. And then let that go. Find your way back to downward facing dog. And as you're ready, travel to the top of the mat, step, hop, and we'll just ragdoll up to standing. Bend your knees, roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice, oh, meow. Okay, so I'm gonna face you. We're gonna do a Nadarajasana prep, so you don't need your strap for this round. Just, we're gonna try it without the strap, just in case anybody doesn't have a strap. You can always do it without the strap. Standing on your right foot, bend your left knee behind you. Maybe I'll stand this way. Take your left elbow, bend it, and then turn your left hand out to the left like you're holding a little platter. Reach back for the big toe side of your left foot, and then just stand here with knee to knee for a minute. So you see your shoulders open, just like in all those other versions we did. Reach your right arm up by your right ear. And then by pressing your left foot into your left hand, start to lift the left leg straight up and back, and that will tilt you forward. So really let the tilting come from the pressing. Go as far as you can and then pause. Try to keep your gaze forward, right? Don't look down because we know what that does. That just takes you down. So try to find a spot on your wall or your laptop or your TV, whatever you're looking at. For 4. Nice, Julie, good focus. 3. Good, Ellen. 2. You got that leg so high. 1. Let it come in and release and shake it out. Okay, we'll do the other side. Standing on your left foot, bending your right knee. So just think of your knees being next to each other to start. Right elbow bends, right palm turns out, and then you reach back and find the big toe side. Start with knee to knee. Reach your arm up, press your foot into your hand, start to hinge forward, really press your foot into your hands and make that thigh lift. Right, think almost warrior 3 in your torso, belly in. Okay, for 4, I'm just gonna count, but you can stay as long as you want. You can come out and come in. 3, keep that left big toe down. 2, and 1, let it go. Take it out, take it out. Okay, so we're gonna do another version in a minute. We're just gonna take a little vinyasa in between sides. Well, maybe a little more than a vinyasa. I think I actually have time now. I forget I have 90 minutes. Chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take a vinyasa or not. You can just go to down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1, where we just were. And then find cactus arms again, and take another back bend. So we really want to work on the back bend for the next part of this standing balance. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. one. Inhale slowly up through center. We're gonna come to warrior three. You can keep cactus arms, or you can move hands to heart, or even out by your ears. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot. Find a little balance. So just warrior three, kicking back through your left heel like you were pressing it into the wall behind you. Lengthening out through your sternum. For 4, draw your belly in. 3, 2, 1. Rise with the left knee up in front just for fun. And then set it down. And pick up your strap. You don't need to make any like special fancy loops in it. You can just, double it over so you can hook your foot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand on our right foot, bend your left knee, and then lasso your left foot with your strap. Bring your left elbow up to face the sky. So start there with knee in line with knee, left elbow to the sky, holding the strap, and then right arm's gonna come up. It's gonna bend and grab the strap also. So both elbows are facing the sky. Both hands are holding the strap. And then you start to press your foot into the strap. And you start to hinge forward. And maybe you climb your hands up your strap a little bit closer to your foot. We all could just look at Ellen J over here. She's looking gorgeous. Really nice. For 4. 3, good, Ricardo, nice, good, beautiful, Lacey, 2, and 1. And you guys, I count, but you never have to be in the pose for the whole count. You can fall out, fall in, it's all good. You can watch, put your thing on gallery view and watch your pretty friends. Okay, we're gonna go one more time through that little sequence, and then we'll do side 2, and then we'll lay down. Chair pose, sit low, reach high, inhale. Kind of like a little palate cleanser. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa or not. We'll meet at down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus arms, and just take a little back bend. Lift your heart, lean back. Inhale, come forward. You can switch your hands to your heart. You can keep them in cactus. Warrior 3. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Press your left heel into the mat. Lengthen back through your right leg. Lengthen forward through your sternum. Hug your left hip back. For 4, 3, bellies in. 2, think length. 1, rise up. Bring your right knee up. And then set it down. And then grab your strap and we'll do the last side. You can always make the little, loopy thing with your strap too. Okay, so we're gonna stand on our left foot this time and loop our strap around our right. Right elbow points up to the sky. You can start with right knee in line with left knee. Reach up with your left hand, find the strap also. Right, so hug the elbows in, push foot into strap. So we're starting to get the back bend, hip flexors, core forever and always. Climb your hand back down your strap. Don't let that right knee go out to the right like mine just did. Stay for 4. I'm gonna look at you guys. 3, Julie, that's gorgeous. 2, Ellen, I think even closer on this side. 1, let it go. Slowly but surely. And then let's just come down into Malasana. So just come down into a squat for a couple breaths.
Sit here, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. You can sit on a block or two. One more inhale. And then exhale, have a seat all the way down. Just bend your knees like this, like you're just kind of sitting up. You have both feet flat, knees bent. We'll come into a seated figure four to start. So we'll start with, right leg on top. So just a seated figure four, flexing your right foot, pressing your right knee open. You can scoot your butt in as much as you need to toward your left heel to feel it. And then either staying here, right, if this is good for you, or we'll come to a baby cradle if you want a little bit more. So baby cradle, you'll remove this right leg off of your left knee. You bring your sole of your right foot to your left bicep, and then your right knee to your right elbow, and you hold your leg like a little baby. You can stretch your left leg out. So it's optional. Other option, you can bring both elbows under your shin. I've heard it called forklift, so that's just what I call it. It's not pretty, but it kind of is like that. So either way, baby cradle, stay in your figure four. Stay here. If you're in the baby cradle, think of lifting your foot up, pressing your knee away, but pulling your shin towards you. And then sit tall. And maybe close your eyes. Rock your baby. Good, nice with the figure four. If you needed to go down on your back and take a supine figure four, that would be fine too. Stay for 4, 3, 2, one more inhale, and then exhale. Bring your baby back onto its cradle. And since some people are down on the ground and some people are sitting up, we'll just switch to the other side. So stretch your legs out if you're sitting up and give them a shake. And then we'll go to the other side so people don't have to get up and down 9 times. Start in your figure four with your left ankle on top. Just find a nice stretch here. So it's just like when you do figure four on your back. You're pressing your left knee open, you're flexing your left foot. Maybe this is a good choice for you, or if you want to take it a little deeper and find your baby cradle. Sole of the left foot to the right bicep, and then crook of the left elbow. Like you've got your baby. You still want to be sitting up really tall, not lounging back in your rocking chair. You're still sitting up. And then you're lifting your left foot up, pressing your left knee away, but then trying to pull your shin towards your chest. Good. And then stay here. So sitting tall is key. I know we like to get comfortable when we're rocking the baby, but still yoga. Okay, keep breathing. I can see Julie breathing. She looks so at peace. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Bring your baby back gently onto its cradle, and then stretch out both legs, and we're going to take a forward fold. So if you're lying down, if you want to come back up and take a seated forward fold, we'll stretch both legs straight out in front of us for Paschimottanasana. So you guys have straps today, so if reaching your feet is sometimes an issue, you could totally use your strap to pull you in. Or you could go like, you can see Julie, she's got the block out in front of her feet to go further. Inhale, and exhale, lengthen and fold. You can even have your block be a pillow. Sometimes I like to put it between my shins and rest my head on it. So So we'll stay in this forward fold for, let's just say 1 minute. So keep breathing into it. And with each exhale, ground you down, take you a little deeper. More breaths. Did a lot of back bending type variations, maybe not all the traditional ones, but various different ones. So forward folding is a nice counter. Inhale, look toward your toes. Peel yourself up and then slowly down onto your back. Okay, good boy. Okay. And then hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Give yourself a few circles on your spine to massage out. And then when you're feeling even, you've circled a couple times in each direction, bring both legs up to the sky. Cross your right leg on top of your left, so as you're kind of crossed knee over knee. And then bend your knees. Reach either over the tops of your feet, so you're holding the pinky edges of your feet, or you could flip your grips. You have a more external rotation in your arms and hold your heels. And then pull those feet apart. Squeeze the inner thighs together, Supine Gomukhasana. Keep sending your tailbone down and forward. Snuck this one in on you. Just a couple breaths. We did the arms earlier, so why not do the legs, right? For 4, soften your shoulders, keep breathing. Maybe pull your feet apart even more. 3, 2, one more inhale. And exhale, keep your knees crossed, just release your clasp, let your heels just fall down however they do. And then we'll take a twist to the left. Shifting your hips a little to the right. Let your knees fall over to the left in this twisted root, E/ kind of eagle leg variation of the twist. As always, if you need to uncross, you want to stack your knees, you can. Soften your right shoulder down. Just breathe. Take one more inhale. Exhale slowly up through center. Sorry if you can hear my cat eating his kibble. He's a loud jumper. Okay, stretch your legs up to the sky. And then cross your left knee
over your right. Bend your knees, start to either reach over the tops of your feet or under your heels. Pull the feet apart. Send the tailbone forward, squeeze the inner thigh. Relax the back of the head and the shoulders. And breathe. Close your eyes down if they're not closed. After your next exhale, release your feet. Just let your heels drop. Keep your knees crossed. Shift your hips a touch to the left. Let your knees fall over to the right. Just settle into the twist. Each exhale, try to feel a little more grounded. Especially here, just close your eyes. Whichever way you want to turn your head is fine. One more inhale. Exhale, return to center, uncross your legs, center your hips, hug your knees in, and either from here, couple options, a happy baby, you can play with that, straightening one leg and then the other. Prefer Supine Gomukhasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart, or even a plow pose. Take a finishing pose that is symmetrical with the legs. And just soften the breath, melt into it. And then start to think about moving into Shavasana. Maybe it's as easy as just straightening your legs out on the mat. Maybe you want to move to a wall for legs up the wall, or up to a seated meditation seat. It'll take about 3 minutes or so in Shavasana, so just find a comfortable position. Just soften and be still. And I will be here to guide you.
Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And take your head gently from side to side. As you're ready for something deeper, reach your arms up over your head, stretch long from end to end, fingertips to toe tips. Good. And then just draw your knees in. Take your time, either roll into a fetal pose for a couple breaths or just gently roll up to a comfortable seat, which is where we will all meet, eyes closed. Just taking your time, noticing any shifts. From here, all together, let's take one last big collective sigh breath. Inhale through your nose, pause at the top. Sip in a little more, get really full. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Gather your hands together at heart center, feeling in your practice. Gently bow your chin toward your heart in a gesture of gratitude toward yourselves, your yoga practice, and the yogis around you. Thank you everyone for coming out and sharing your Saturday morning with me on Zoom. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend. Namaste. If you want to unmute, you have to unmute yourself. So I can't do it for you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking with this. I can't believe we're like in our 3rd month of this.
I know, it's a long time. Thank
It's a
you,
long
Erica.
time. It's like, you know, it went kind of fast, but it's kind of long. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Have a good
But
day.
have a good day too. Everybody,
you.
bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, all
Thank
the
you.
people and the kitties and the puppies and everything you got running around.
It was a great class. Thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully, you know, that pose felt a little more accessible. I tried to get us all open for it.
Yeah, it's a great class.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. It's a lot of stuff's going to be happening this month. Changes probably, right? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Right.
Yeah. Bye.
Exactly. Okay. Bye, Vera.